Am I wrong for wanting to apologize for hurtful things I said when I was struggling with addiction years ago? I, a 42-year-old woman, have been sober for the past 3 years. But before that, I struggled with an addiction to painkillers for over a decade. It started innocently enough after a surgery, but before I knew it, I was relying on the pills just to get through the day. It's something I kept hidden from everyone, my family, my friends, even my closest loved ones. They had no idea I was spiraling because I managed to keep up appearances. But behind closed doors, I was a mess. During that time, I said and did a lot of things I deeply regret. When I was high, I'd say things that were harsh, blunt, and sometimes downright cruel. I lashed out at people I cared about, dismissed their feelings, and generally acted like I didn't care about anyone but myself. The worst part is, no one knew I was under the influence. They just thought I was being brutally honest or that I didn't have a filter. I hurt a lot of people, and at the time, I didn't fully grasp the impact of my words. Now that I'm sober, I've spent a lot of time reflecting on those years. The guilt is overwhelming at times. I've thought about the things I said, the friendships that faded because of my behavior, and the family members who distanced themselves from me. It wasn't until I got clean that I truly understood the damage I'd done, and it's eating me up inside. I'm torn about what to do next. Part of me feels like I should reach out to those I hurt and apologize. But another part of me wonders if it's too late. Some of these incidents happened 10 or even 15 years ago. Would bringing it up now just reopen old wounds? There's also the fear that my apologies would come off as self-serving. I've heard people say that making amends is more for the person who caused the harm than for those who were harmed. Would I just be dredging up the past to ease my own conscience? Or could it really help mend some of the rifts I created? I've asked myself if it would be better to just let it go and move on, focusing on being a better person now. But the guilt is hard to shake, and I feel like I owe these people an apology, even if it's years late. I want to do the right thing, but I'm not sure what that is. So, am I the asshole for wanting to apologize for hurtful things I said when I was struggling with addiction years ago? Should I let sleeping dogs lie, or is it worth trying to make amends, even if it's just to clear my own conscience?